This is a Flying Cow production.
Sup, losers? We are back here at Movie Battles, the place where, Disney, Pixar, trivia. Yeah, you're here to see me. That's what it's all about. And of course, I have here with me everybody's favorite, Vicky Green. How we doing, Vicky?
That's Victorious Vernon Green, not Vicky, but
yeah,
I'm doing
sure.
well,
Everyone
Hammer. How
believes
are
that.
you?
I am amazing as always because I'm awesome. You'd
Yet to
know
be
that
seen.
if you
Yet to
were,
be seen.
awesome as well, but you're not. So today we are here for a match, right? Right, Vicky?
We're here for a match, and unfortunately, we have to be here with you. But yeah, definitely a big match
I'm
here.
in charge.
Big match here, round one of season two. We love it. Well, I wouldn't say round one, but introduction to season two, second
early match in
Early
season
match.
2, and today we have a match between the Spaniard, David Garcia, and of course, the Lil Boat himself, Caleb Boatman.
I have a feeling we're going to have some of those shenanigans, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way. Hammer, who do you have in this match? Because I'm sure you already have something up your sleeve, some fixes, as you like to call them.
Yeah, hey, no fixes, all right? Everything is good, but of course, who else? I got the Lil Boat, all right? The Lil Boat himself, Caleb Boatman. He is going to come in here. He's going to destroy. He is going to show everyone out there, okay, how his loss in round 1 of the tournament last season was a fluke, all right? He is going to start his ascent. He's going to start his climb, all right? And poor Mr. Spaniard is just the unfortunate first stepping stone, all right?
Well, to be fair, they both have a 1-1 record. Both have a TKO under their belt, so their accuracy's not too far off of each other. So I'm pretty excited for the even matchup that we've got coming this way, even though I'm sure you think it's completely one-sided.
It is. I mean, obviously the Spanish guy, he's going to come in here. He's going to do his best. He's going to try his hardest, but not going to be quite enough. But you know what? As much as I love talking, I think you and I have probably done enough. So what do you say we go ahead and bring in today's competitors?
If it keeps you from rambling, yes, let's get it on.
All right. Introducing first. He is coming in with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. He is the Spaniard, David Garcia. How are we doing today, David?
I'm great. Actually, I agree with everything you just said.
See?
Yeah.
He knows. He understands. He's only here on a fluke. All right? He's going to do his best. But he knows Boatman's going to win.
I wouldn't say I'm here on a fluke. I am here because the other guy didn't know what quotes meant. But in that being said, yeah, Caleb Boatman is going to destroy me today. I don't blame him for calling me out. We know each other. We are friends. It's always really, really fun to play him. But we are both on teams in other league, and we have this kind of like rivalry going. I mean, me and my partner, we crushed their dreams once. We even made them split up, and then he came back and they crushed our dreams back. So it's like we have a friendly rivalry, but I mean, him calling me out in Disney is like a cheap move. It's like it will be like me calling him out in a Star Wars match. Caleb, you don't want to play a Star Wars match with me, but I mean, I will play Disney with you because I really like you. So let's play.
See,
Get
Vicky,
your way.
this is a guy that knows his place. Okay. He understands his failings. He understands his strengths and his weaknesses. And, might follow.
David, if the Hammer called you before this match and told you to say those things, blink once. Blink once.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as he's not in this match under duress, under the Hammer's pressure, David, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and bring in your opponent for today. And his opponent, representing boats of all sizes. He has a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. He is the Little Boat, Caleb Boatman. How are we today, Mr. Boatman? Oh, you are muted.
Better before I heard David speak.
Weren't we all? Weren't we all?
Here's the thing. Right? David is a friend. He is a friend. He's a good person. 2 things I have against David. Number 1, he mentioned it. He broke up Mischief Managed, which was one of the greatest fandom teams of all time. I have that against him. The other thing I have against him, he created the movie trivia face-off, which, let's admit it, it made the Hindenburg look like an oopsie. So ultimately, I think we as a society, we as a culture, deserve reconciliation and repentance from David on this. And I believe that the people who were slighted in the movie trivia face-off deserve my win today. That is the position I have.
I think we all deserve your win today. No one more so than you, of course.
Clearly some heat from some other leagues coming over to movie battles. And Hammer, I know that gives you absolute joy today. Can we just call this match, please?
Hey, I got no problem with that. Let's go ahead and bring the Spaniard back in here.
Unbelievable.
All right. So let us go ahead and let's get this thing started, because we have to, with the rules for round number 1. All right. In round number 1, you know how this works, guys. You get 8 questions. You got 15 seconds. You got to say your answers as well as show them. You get 1 point if you get 1 right. You get a perfect round. You get a bonus question. You get 3 repeats. You get a challenge. You got no stealing. We good? We're good.
I'm glad you actually remembered the rules in this match.
I always remember the rules.
I beg to differ.
The only way to bend them. All right. So, what do you say we go ahead and get this started? Are you guys ready?
I'm trying to find a pen that works.
All right.
Okay, yep, we're good.
All right. Vicky, are you ready?
I am absolutely ready, Hammer. Let's do this.
All right. Then let us get this thing started. Let's bring the hammer down. All right. We're going to start in round number 1 with question number 1, of course, in the category of early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of the mostly 30s through the 50s. All right. And your question. In Dumbo, as part of their act, the clowns are dressed to parody what occupation? Dumbo, you gotta associate pretty heavily with this film, right, Vernon?
No, sir, I do not.
No?
However, you being a parody is an absolute association with this film.
Yeah, whatever. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are starting with David. Go ahead.
Firefighters.
Firefighters. All right, and Caleb. Firefighters. It is 1 and 1. Of course, Caleb showing all of us why he's here, and David getting lucky. Going into question number 2.
Question number 2 is in the realm of the Renaissance, mostly 90s films. In the film Disguised as a Man, Mulan uses what name as her cover?
Cover. I gotta say, Vicky, these questions are much better than the ones in the last match that you and I called. Actually, some decent questions we got going on here.
They are good questions, but I can see that I'm the only one not in disguise with glasses, so I guess I'm just going to put mine on.
Yeah, all right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we will go with Lil Boat, Caleb.
Ping.
And David.
Ping.
Ping is correct. 2 for 2 for both competitors.
Ping, 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 ping. That's right. All right.
So excited.
Currently tied at 2, going into question number 3. Caleb, I'm sure, going to pull ahead anytime now. In the category of the dark times, these are the films of the 2000s. And your question: in which film will you find the characters Buck, Maggie, and Alameda Slim? You know, sometimes, Vernon, when I'm bored, I like to watch a little television. I particularly enjoy watching cooking shows. You know, because I'm a cultured guy. I like the Food Network. I gotta say though, it's impossible to watch any competition show with what's that guy's name? Bobby. No, not whatever. He counts like a maniac. He counts like this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a stretch.
Right now?
That was an absolute stretch.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this done. David.
Home on the Range.
Home on the Range. You're right.
Home on the Range.
And Caleb. Home on the Range. Very, very good. Still tied at 3.
That brings us to question 4. In the world of Pixar, who provides the voice of quest seeker Barley Lightfoot in Onward?
You count yourself as a quest seeker there, Vicky?
I do whenever, we're rolling dice and playing some Dungeons and Dragons, but
Dungeons
otherwise...
and Dragons. Nerd!
Wow.
Nerd.
You are cultured, sir. I will say that.
In 5, 4,
Woke.
3, 2, 1.
And we will go with Caleb.
Chris Pratt.
All right, and David?
Chris Pratt.
Both with Chris
Pratt
Pratt, and you are
himself.
both correct.
All right. So yes, we are still tied at 4, going into question number 5, which is the category of hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live-action animation combination with, Muppets. Yeah. In which film will you find Rizzo and the other rats waiting tables in a diner?
New series of questions, new category here, new personality being the Hammer. It's all new in season 2 this year.
Absolutely. All new, all fresh, all better. Better being the key.
The
phrase.
questions and categories maybe, but
In
not the
5,
personalities.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And David, starting with you.
The Muppets.
That is incorrect.
Muppets Take
And
Manhattan.
Muppets Take Manhattan, and with that, Caleb pulls forward like I knew he was going to. He is now up by 1, going into question number 6.
A lot of people take
David,
Manhattan.
It's only 1 point. Let's get it back here. Question number 6 is in the realm of decline and wilderness, which are going to be films from the 60s through the 80s. Which film is based on the children's book series, The Chronicles of Pure Dane?
Let's take it back. Are you rooting for a competitor right now, Vicky? How unprofessional.
I wouldn't call it rooting. I am calling it being a moral commentator that is trying to make sure that
I just think it's really immoral of you to be so bias. Let's go, Caleb. In
You
5,
definitely have a lot to say.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
And we will go with not Clay. We'll go Caleb.
Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron is correct. And David,
Black Cauldron.
that is correct as well. Sorry, I miss Clay being here because you are an absolute pain, sir.
Well, you're not exactly a joy yourself. Let's go into question number 7. Everybody's favorite category, of course, package films. Short collections of the 40s. And your question: which segment of Make Mine Music is a dramatization of a musical composition in which each character is represented with a specific musical accompaniment?
Can you say Make Mine Music 3 times fast, sir?
Make Mine Music. Make Mine Music. Make Mine Music. I gotta say, really dumb name. It's not even a proper sentence. So, not sure, who came up with that. But nobody cares. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David.
I'm gonna mess this up. Peter and the Wolf.
Peter and the Wolf is actually correct.
Peter and the Wolf.
Peter and the Wolf, of course.
I didn't know.
Caleb.
I had to translate it from Spanish.
Well, hey, at least you didn't have to translate it from Russian. All right. So Caleb is still up by 1 going into the final question. If Caleb gets this correct, he will get a bonus question. And we are going into question number 8 in the category of the CG revolution, 2010s through to the present. And your question: which film in this category was released in 2011?
I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even get a chance to ask the questions that are assigned to me.
Oh, was that? Yeah. Well, you know what? I realized I was gonna ask it better, so I did. Yeah.
You are absolutely the star of the show, sir.
I'm glad you finally get this whole thing here, Vernon. Of course. Yes, I am. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will let you ask for the answers, though. Go for it.
All right, Caleb, your answer, sir.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
Winnie the Pooh is correct. David, doesn't
No.
seem like he might not have that on there.
Nope.
No.
Telegraphed that one. And with that, Caleb has a perfect round. Of course, I knew he would. Going into the bonus question. So, Caleb, this question is just for you. You do not have to write it down. In a Goofy movie, what is the name of Goofy's overbearing coworker who gives him bad parenting advice?
Pete.
Pete is correct.
Impressive.
For 1 point. And with that, Caleb, perfect round 1, 9 points to David's 6. He is currently up by 3.
Very impressive round by Caleb there. David trailing a few points here, but it's a long way to go to the end of this game. A lot can happen in round 2.
Yeah, it was, a valiant effort, but, Caleb obviously showing, why he's here. But, yes, let's go ahead and go forward with the rules of round number 2. Round number 2, the wheel round. You spin the wheel, you don't like it, you spin again. You get 4 questions, worth 2 points. You get multiple choice, it's only worth 1 point. You got 15 seconds. You can steal if they miss. You got your repeats and challenges. We good? We're good. Any problems with that there, Vicky?
Nope, no problems at all. I'm sure I already know who you're asking questions for in this round.
Well, I mean, that is actually up to Boatman, the little boat himself. So, Boatman, you have the choice since you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to David?
David, I'll let you go first.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to bring up this wheel.
2 things there that killing me, and I'm sure probably Caleb put them in.
All right, so this wheel is up for David. David, can you see the wheel?
Yes.
All right. And here's your spin. Wheel's a little sick.
This is the longest wheel spin I've ever seen.
That's a little bit choppy.
A little sus, if you ask me.
It'll eventually. All right, and it has landed on Decline and Wilderness. These are, of course, the films of the 60s through the 80s.
Oh boy!
I'll take it. I am too afraid of the other two categories.
All right, so David sounded a little bit like Mickey Mouse, but we're gonna go ahead and give him 4 questions in the category of the Decline and Wilderness. All right, and David, aren't you lucky? These questions are going to be read by me.
Great.
All right,
Let's do it.
Okay. So here we go. Your 4 questions in the category of Decline and Wilderness. Question number 1. In The Sword in the Stone, Merlin transforms Arthur into several different animals to teach him lessons. Which does he transform into last?
A bird.
Bird is correct for 2 points.
Impressive.
All right. It's mediocre.
Just
But,
ask
all
the
right.
questions.
Going into question number 2 in the category of Decline and Wilderness. In 101 Dalmatians, what is the name of the tabby cat who aids in rescuing the Dalmatian puppies?
The people have done. Caleb's going to steal it if I win. Tips.
Tibbs is correct for 2 points. All right. Moving on to your penultimate question in this round. What pet does Radigan keep in The Great Mouse Detective?
A cat.
Cat is also correct for 2 points. David actually looking pretty decent here. We'll have to see how he can keep that up with this final question in this round. What Disney legend provides the voice of adult Copper in The Fox and the Hound?
Not only a voice actor, it's the only Disney movie I haven't seen. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. It is. All right, and your options there. Is it A, Mickey Rooney, B, Tommy Kirk, C, Kevin Corcoran, or D, Kurt Russell?
Hey,
A, Mickey Rooney is incorrect. So, Caleb, you are going to get the opportunity to steal. Let me repeat the question for you. What Disney legend provides the voice of adult Copper in The Fox and the Hound? Is it A, Mickey Rooney, B, Tommy Kirk, C, Kevin Corcoran, or D, Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell is correct for a 1-point steal.
You seem very excited about that steel hammer.
It was impressive. Did you see that? I mean, how could you not be excited by that?
The category was Decline and Wilderness. I don't think decline is the right word. More like what the decline of the show's become.
Well, I mean, you are still here, Nikki. All right, so We are currently at a score of 12-10. David with a 2-point lead, but we still, of course, have Caleb's spin. So let's go ahead and bring up that wheel. Right. Caleb, can you see the wheel?
Yep.
All right, then this spin is yours. Taking its time. Yeah, it's taking its time. And you have landed on early classics and classics, the films of the 30s through the 50s. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
You know what? I'll keep it.
All right, so Caleb has chosen to keep early classics and classics. So we are going to be going into those questions, and I'm sorry, Caleb, but these are going to be read by Vicky Green himself.
Yes, I'm sorry. So, Lil
You
Boat.
didn't disrespect Sword in the Stone, so right now you're not on my crap list.
Lil Boat, your first question in round 2. Who provided the voice of the evil queen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Adriana Caselotti, B. Eleanor Audley, C. Lucille Laverne, or D. Verna Felton.
A.
A is incorrect. So, David, we will give you the opportunity to take another point here. Maybe get that steal back from your questions. Who provided the voice of the evil queen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Is it A. Adriana Caselotti, B. Eleanor Audley, C. Lucille Laverne, or D. Verna Felton?
B.
B is also incorrect. We were looking for Lucille Laverne.
Crap question.
So, with that, we go to Lil Boat's second question in round 2. What discarded items do Jacques and Gus recover from the stepsisters to make Cinderella's dress?
I'll go multiple.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Lace in a bow, B. Trim in a bustle, C. Beads in a sash, or D. Sequins in a zipper.
C.
C. Beads in a sash are correct.
That's right. 1 point. He is now within 1 of David.
For your third question, for 2 points. What is the name of the female deer who Bambi eventually falls in love with?
Multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice options are A. Clarice, C. Feline, C. Cammy, or D. Flower.
Sorry, can I just get a repeat of the options because you said the same letter twice?
Sorry about that. Is it A. Clarice, B. Feline,
It's Feline.
Feline, I'm sorry. Don't know how to pronounce some of these things. C. Cammy, or D. Flower?
I believe it's B.
It is B.
That's right.
Good
He
job.
overcomes Vicky's bad pronunciation, and
I do
still
like
gets the points.
I do like those multiple choices, though. Number 4 for 2 points, your final question in round 2. In Alice in Wonderland, before the Queen can order Alice's execution, who enthusiastically suggests a trial?
The King.
The King
Correct
is
for 2
correct.
points.
Specifically, the King of Hearts, but yes, the King is the person.
That's right. That's right. It's right. It's right, Vicky. Come on. Let's not be crazy about this.
Just, for clarification. But with that, we do have he's regained the lead.
That's right. He
Caleb
is
has regained the
currently
lead.
in the lead. 14-12, 2-point lead. Somehow David regained a little bit of ground, but we're doing all right. Going into round number 3. Here we go. All right, and you guys know how this works. You pick 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20. You get 3 questions, 2, 3, 5 points. 15 seconds. No stealing, no multiple repeats and challenges. We good? We're good.
I would also like to point out that both competitors have all 3 of the repeats and their challenge still available.
Yeah, very good, very good.
You are a piece of work.
I am quite a piece. Yes. All right. So, Caleb, you are in the lead. We're gonna get your 3 numbers first.
4, 7, and 9.
4, 7, and 9. All right. And David, what about you?
2, 3, and 11.
2, 3, and 11. All right. All right. So like I said, Caleb currently has a 2-point lead. So David, you got to try to avoid this TKO if you can. All right. We'll see what you can do. So we're going to start with your 2-point question. You chose number 2 appropriately. And that is in the category of early classics and classics. Okay. And your question. According to Peter Pan, what are the directions to Neverland?
Do you need like the exact quote?
As close as we can get.
Is it second start to the right and straight until morning?
That is correct for 2 points.
Impressive.
All right. So David ties it up. So we're gonna.
I didn't know it was of the Star Trek.
So we're gonna give Boatman the opportunity to regain the lead here with his 2-point question.
Caleb, your 2-point question, you chose number 4, which is in the category of mixed bag. What film has the tagline, "Bust a Move"?
Home on the Range.
Home on the Range is correct.
And Caleb, of course, knocks it out of the park, sends it back to David with the opportunity to get a lead. Imagine that. All right. So you have chosen, David, the number 3, and that relates to the category of John and Alan. These are, of course, the roles of John Ratzenberger and Alan Tudyk. And your question: what character does Alan Tudyk portray in Ralph Breaks the Internet?
Knows more.
That is correct.
That's it. This is the question I'm the most proud about in this match. That's it.
It's good. Good job there, David. All right. So, yes, currently has a 1-point lead. So we send it back to Boatman to respond.
Caleb, your 3-point question. You chose number 7, which is in the realm of movie quotes. In what Disney animated film will you hear the term Twitter-pated?
We're using a lot of the same movies today. Bambi.
Bambi is correct. I'm starting to question this array of questions here.
Hey, I mean, I didn't write them, but, I'm sure they're fine. Whatever. Except for, the ones that Caleb's missed. Those were obviously, messed up.
Which that gives him a 2-point lead now going into the 5-pointers.
It does. You're good at math. All right.
Wow.
Very good. All right. So we now move on to David's 5-point question. So if David can manage to get this correct, he will send it back to Boatman to answer his 5. However, if he misses, Boatman will win. All right. And David, you chose number 11. That relates to the category of villains. All right. And your question. What are the names of Madame Medusa's pet crocodiles in The Rescuers? In 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right, that is David's first repeat. All right, and your question. What are the names of Madame Medusa's pet crocodiles in The Rescuers?
Good job, Caleb. I'm not sure about the second name, but I am not going to talk myself out of it, I think. I repeat. Brutus and Nero? Nero with an N?
That is correct.
Wow.
5 points.
Very impressive. Very impressive. You know, Hammer, you seem like the kind of person that would like the background art that was left in The Rescuers. But with that being said, Caleb, you have a 5-point question to answer here. You chose number 9 in the realm of hybrid films. In Mary Poppins, what child actor plays Jane Banks?
Nope, I'm not gonna drag it out. I legitimately have no clue. Good job, David.
Hammer, if you will.
And your winner, the Spaniard, David Garcia.
Impressive win. The answer we were looking for was Karen Dautrice.
Wow.
Hammer, you know, you seem a little put off there.
I don't understand how this happened. You guys can turn off your cameras. We'll bring you back in for interviews.
I mean, Caleb played a good game, but David hung in there and played all the way to the end. Exactly. That's the response that I'm looking for. Both competitors played very good all the way to the 5. David, was down the whole game and showed that he deserves to be in the league, pulling it off with the 5-pointer. Caleb unfortunately couldn't pull it, but a good game overall.
Yeah. Great job, David. This makes no sense. I'm picking winners here. How? All right. Well, I guess we should go ahead and go into interviews, and of course, interviewing today is the cow guy.
Awesome.
that guy.
Good to see him come back yet again. He's still managing to make his way into the building.
Yeah. All right. And I am here with Lil Boat, Caleb Boatman. Unfortunately, not on the winning end today, but played a strong game. Unfortunately, all the way up till that 5-pointer. Caleb, how are you feeling?
It's whatever. Sometimes you don't know things when it's an actress who did very little besides being Jane, but that's whatever. Compared to two characters from a Disney movie, that's pretty well known. But it's whatever. It's whatever. David's good, so I'll take it.
All right. Unfortunately, first game, first loss of the season, but we've still got a lot of season left. What are you thinking about, moving forward in this season? Is there anybody that you got your sights set on for possible revenge?
You know what? There's someone who, despite having more losses than me, is ranked higher than me. So I would like to play them so that either I get, a win and I can be ranked higher, or somehow I could get a loss and be ranked higher. So I would like to challenge Watkins. That is who I am challenging.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll see if we can make that happen. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry to see you on this end today, Caleb, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So,
Yeah.
All right. But good luck in your next match. And I am here with, I would say probably a dumbstruck winner, is a little bit more surprised, I would say, even than we are. David, pulling out the win against Boatman, how are you feeling?
It's weird because it's like, honestly, if the questions were flipped, I would have been screwed. It's like, I am notoriously bad at real people.
Sure.
So yeah, if I had the questions that Caleb had, I would have been screwed. And props to Caleb. He showed that he showed how much better he is than me in round one. Because
sure. I mean, yeah, there is an element of luck in this. So, sometimes you get questions,
I mean, look,
sometimes you don't.
I actually have won 4 straight matches now in my fighting league career. And the 4 of them have been because somebody has missed a 5. So it's as you said, it's luck. And yeah, I just had to, I will give myself the credit for hanging in the 5-point like that, because the 5-pointer was, I mean, was a very, very, very tough 5-pointer. And as he said, Brutus and Nero, if you watch the movies, they are like, historical names. I knew Brutus, and since I knew it was related, you could like kind of guess it. So yeah, I think I was lucky with the 5s. It's just as simple as that. But yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun playing Caleb. He said it, we are friends. And I'm sorry he couldn't get back at me. And I'm sorry about the movie Tree of Face. I'll say it openly.
All right. Well, you are the winner today, coming out of this match. So you are on a bit of a path now. Is there anyone that you are looking out for? Anyone that you might have your eye on, or anyone that you hope you don't run into?
Since I hope I don't run into him, I'll just call him out and get it out of the way. What's Nazario's record? Do you know?
Who?
Nazario Montenegro.
Nazario, I think, is currently 2-2, which is exactly what you are as well.
Am I not 2-1?
Oh no, you're 2-1 now. That's right. I'm sorry.
I mean, if I can play Nazario, being Nazario, I'm sure he won't have any problems playing me. So.
All right. Well, like I said, congratulations today, David. And we look forward to seeing your next match.
I mean, we heard it all there, Hammer. He said in his last 5 victories, he came down to the 5-pointers. So
Caleb's got a point. All right. I think there was a little chicanery here. I mean, I didn't write the questions. I'm just saying, you made it obvious who your favorite was.
Oh, so you're putting it on me now.
So
okay.
I mean, you read that question, so I'm just saying.
If anything, I gave David a point by not knowing how to pronounce a name in a multiple choice answer. So,
yeah.
I don't know what kind of shenanigans we could be talking about here. Or I know I gave Caleb an answer. I'm sorry.
Whatever. All right. So yeah. And things are what they are. David won, but telling you, things are going to tighten up from this moment on. All right. You're gonna pay for that one, Vicky. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say. You're gonna pay for that one.
I'm
right,
really
so-
scared. I'm really scared.
You should be. You really
Oh.
should be. All right. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. You're gonna see a whole lot more coming your way. But right now, we're leaving. So it's been your pleasure. Bye-bye.